Bridge course standard 10th subject science and technology. Here in this video we are going to discuss about activity number 10 and 11 of part 1 and activity number 14 and 15 of part 2. Students, today we are going to discuss about the activity number 10 from part 1st. Reference for that is the chapter number 14, substances in common use. See here important salts in daily life. So what are the salts? The ionic compounds which do not contain H plus and OH minus ions and contain only one kind of the cations and anions that are called as the simple salts. For example, CnH2, Na2SO4, K3PO4, CaCl2. These all are the common salts. So here see the sodium chloride, magnesium sulfate, potassium chloride, calcium carbonate, magnesium bromide. All these are the salts. Now see here the sodium chloride, molecular formula is NaCl. Properties see common salt, that is a colorless crystalline anionic compound. There is no water of crystallization in its crystalline structure. It is a neutral salt, salty in taste. This is used for the production of the salts like Na2CO3, NaHCO3, etc. When this salt is heated to the high temperature, it melts and this is called as the fused state of the salt. Fused salt is electrolyzed. Chlorine gas is released at the anode and liquid sodium metal at the cathode. Now sodium bicarbonate, that is a baking soda, molecular formula is NaHCO3. See properties. NaHCO3 reacts with the moist litmus paper and red litmus turns blue, which means that it is a basic in nature. It used for making bread, cakes, dhokla. It is a basic in nature and it is used to reduce the acidity in the stomach. It is used to make the active substance CO2 in the fire extinguisher and it is also used to clean an oven. Then next one is a bleaching powder, that is a calcium oxychloride, molecular formula is CaOCl2. See properties and uses. It is a yellowish white colored solid substance. Its chemical name is a calcium oxychloride. It has a strong odor of chlorine gas. It is used as a disinfection of drinking water at the water works and water in the swimming pool. It is used for bleaching of cloth and it is used for disinfection by the roadside and garbage sites. Dilute sulfuric acid and the dilute hydrochloric acid reacts rapidly with the bleaching powder to release chlorine gas completely. See here calcium oxychloride means bleaching powder. It reacts slowly with the carbon dioxide to form the calcium carbonate and chlorine. Now next see washing soda Na2CO3H2O. The properties are here. Washing soda, it is a whitish colorless powder at the room temperature. Litmus has blue color in its aqueous solution. It is a hygroscopic, that is it absorbs the moisture if left exposed to the air and it is used mainly for washing clothes. Sodium carbonate is used in the glass and paper industry and also in the refining of petrol. Then see here some radioactive substances, elements with a high atomic number such as uranium, thorium, radium that have a property of spontaneously emitting invisible, highly penetrating and high energy radiation. So this property is called as a radioactivity. असे काही जे एलिमेंट्स आहेत त्यांच्यामध्ये इनविजिबल, डोळ्यांना न दिसणारे पण हायली पेनिट्रेटिंग असे एनर्जी काय होतं रेडिएशन्स होत असतात. सो दॅट आर द रेडिओ the substance having this property that are radioactive substances. तर हे radioactive elements have a unstable nucleus and this radiation occurs from the unstable nucleus. These are the relevant to our day-to-day life. However, before going further, let us learn some of these substances. So there are three types of radiations are given out by these radioactive substances, and that are alpha, beta and gamma rays. See here, alpha, beta and gamma rays. These are the three types of rays. So in this chart, some characteristics of alpha, beta, gamma rays are given. So radioactive isotopes are used in various fields like radiography, in the industrial field, radiography, measurement of the thickness and density of the level, then luminescence paints and radioluminescence used in ceramic articles. So it is also used in the field of agriculture. Radioisotope cobalt-60 is used for food preservation. Onion, potatoes are irradiated with the gamma rays. Then strontium-90 is used to tracer in the research of the various crops, etc. Then next see in the medical science for the polycythemia, bone cancer मध्ये hyperthyroidism, in the tumor detection is also used. So this is about this activity. Now next activity, that is activity number 11, chapter number 18, observing space. So here one Galilei, he made the telescope in 1609 and it is used for space observation. So this one is the telescope. Here see, light is an electromagnetic wave and every wave has a characteristic wavelength. Our eyes can see only the light which has a wavelength between 400 nanometer to 800 nanometer, and this is called as a visible radiation. So there are the electromagnetic waves of the wavelengths other than the visible one, and most of which we cannot see as our eyes are not sensitive to them. See here in this chart, some type of radiation and wavelength is given here. Radio waves, then microwave waves, infrared waves, visible light rays, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays, etc. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter and 1 picometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 12 meter. Then see telescope, optical telescope is here. Here the light rays change their direction as they enter in the lens from the atmosphere, and again they are entered into the atmosphere after passing through the lens, and this is called as a refraction. In such telescopes that are called as the refracting telescopes. See here, these are the two types of telescope, the Newtonian telescope and here the Cassegrain telescope. Then see about the radio telescope. Radio telescope, we cannot see the radiation with our eyes, hence the special type of telescope that is used to receive these rays, and that is called as a radio telescope. And these are made by one or more dishes in a particular parabolic shape. These are the radio telescope photograph of the radio telescope. The large telescope called as a giant meter wave radio telescope, that is the GMRT, has been erected at the Narayangaon near the Pune. Then there are the telescopes in space. Visible light and radio waves emitted by the heavenly bodies in the space can pass through the Earth's atmosphere and reach the Earth's surface. So the optical radio telescope can be erected on the surface of the Earth. However, the Earth-based telescope presents some problems in the making good quality observations. See here, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration launched into the space an optical telescope that is called as the Hubble telescope, and it has a mirror of the diameter 94 inches, and it orbiting the earth at the height of the 589 km from it. This in 1999 National Aeronautics and Space Administration launched an X-ray telescope which is named as the Chandra in the space to study the X-ray coming from the heavenly objects. So these are the two telescopes of the space. Now see ISRO. So this is the institute that established in 1969. INSAT and GSAT, these are the series of the satellites support our the telecommunication network, television broadcasting and meteorological services, and it is because of the telephone, television, internet services are available everywhere in the country. So there is a EduSat satellite in this series is used exclusively for the education. IRS, this is the satellite series is used for the monitoring the management of the natural resources as well as the disaster management. Now see Astronaut here. This is the in 2015 Indian Research Organization ISRO launched an artificial satellite called as the AstroSat in the space, and it has a ultraviolet X-ray telescopes and detector. Here it in this the unique system having the different kinds of telescopes on the single satellite, and Indian scientists are studying the various aspects of the universe using data obtaining with this type of telescope. So this is about the activity of part first. See activity number 14 of part second and chapter 9 environmental management. See here this diagram, weather related and climatic factors are there: sunlight, clouds, humidity, rainfall, visibility, temperature, etc. Here there is a special day, 23rd March is observed as the World Meteorological Day. Here the next point is solid waste management, that is the need of our observe the garbage collected in the dustbin of your classroom and make the list of the various materials in it. Discuss with with your teacher or other persons how these materials can be properly disposed of. Can we do the same with the garbage generated in our house? Think about this. So this is the solid waste here, different type of. See here many waste materials are generated through the various daily human activities, and this is called as the solid waste. If these waste materials are properly disposed of, they can be valuable source of energy. तर जे काय डेली वेस्ट मटेरियल्स आहेत त्याचं प्रॉपर डिस्पोजल केलं तर ते काय होतं, एनर्जीचा सोर्स बनू शकतो. Currently the solid waste is serious worldwide problem and it causes the both water and soil pollution. Solid waste is also serious problem for the point of the view of the economic growth of the environmental degradation and the health, and it is posed to serious threat to nature and human habitat because of the air, water, soil pollution causes it. तर त्याच्यामुळं सॉलिड वेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट जे आहे तर ते करणं काय आहे, नेसेसरी आहे. Now next see the diagram, harmful effects of the solid waste. Here bad odor of the waste, production of the toxic gases due to the solid waste, then degradation of the natural beauty, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, spreading of diseases, these all occur due to this solid waste. So necessity of the solid waste management is for preventing the environmental pollution and to keep the surroundings clean. It is also necessary for the energy as well as fertilizer production, and through that they generate work and employment opportunity. It is also used or necessary for to reduce the strain on the natural resources through the treatment of the solid waste and to improve the health and quality of the life and to maintain the environmental balance. आणि त्याच्यामुळे सॉलिड वेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट हे काय आहे, काळाची गरज मानली जाते. नाव नेक्स्ट इज 7 प्रिन्सिपल ऑफ द सॉलिड वेस्ट. रियूज, रिफ्यूज, रिसायकल, rethink, reduce, then research and regulation and public awareness. Then see, rest or rise, that is the remedy should be applied for the injuries like the sprains, twisting and contusion. Rest allow the victim to sit in the relaxed position. Ice means apply the ice pack to the injured part. Compression, that is after ice pack treatment the injured part should be massaged gently and elevate. The injured part should be kept in the raised or elevated position. So this is the activity number 10. Sorry, activity number, this is the activity number 14. Now next see activity number 15. Chapter number 10, Information Communication Technology, the new direction of progress. So there are different devices used for the information communication technique for communicating, classifying, saving, storing information, managing information, etc. Telephone is used for sharing information by conserving with someone, and also it is huge amount of there are different ways this telephone is used nowadays. See this diagram, working of the computer. So here this is the input devices, processors, then processing unit, output unit, memory unit, control unit, and ALU unit is here. Then next see, next one important components of the computer. Memory, here two types of memories are internal and external memory. Internal memory of two types, RAM and ROM, that is a random access memory, that is RAM, and read only memory, that is a ROM. Then operating system, disk operating system, that is a DOS. Program, a program is a group of commands to be given to the computer. Data information, that is the information in its raw form. Hardware, that consists of the all electronic and mechanical parts used in the computers. And software, that refers to the commands given to the computer, information supplied to it. Input, the results obtained from the computer after analysis. So using Microsoft Word to create the document and we write the equations, etc. See here, there are some opportunities in the computer field, in the software field, hardware field, training, marketing, etc. CDAC, that is a well-known center for the development of the advanced computing, situated in the Pune, and that is a leading institute in India which conducts the research in the field of computer. Okay, so this is about the activity number 15. Write the answers of all these activity in your notebook. So see here, exercise from the activity number 10 of part first. Question first, name the water of crystallization used in the blood test to diagnose anemia. Question 2, classify all these substances in acidic, basic, salt and neutral. First one curd, then baking soda, salt, fourth water, fifth toothpaste, sixth soap, 7 milk, and 8th one is alum. Question 3, see here, when is the nucleus said to be unstable? Question 4. Write the name of the compound used for disinfecting drinking water. Question 5. Complete the table with the help of given diagram. See here, this is the diagram. Here alpha rays, beta rays and gamma rays, nature, mass, charge, velocity, deviation in the electric field, etc. Then question 6. State the uses of radioactive elements in the field of medical science. Question 7. Write any two uses of. First one is the ceramic and second one is bone china. Now see here activity sheet number 11. Question first. What are difficulties in using ground based optical telescopes? How are they overcome? Question 2. Which is the only Indian institute to launch an artificial satellite? Name the different satellite series launched by it. Question 3. Which is the largest diameter telescope in Asia? Where it is situated? What is its diameter? Question 4. What type of telescope is shown in the figure? Label the main parts of the telescope. What type of mirror is used in this telescope based on? Then now see, this is the activity number 14 of part 2. Question first. On which things the favorable and unfavorable effects are seen because of weather? What needs to be done to reduce this effect? Question 2. Explain the differences air and weather. Question 3. How does our surroundings get polluted? Question 4. What exactly is the difference between the following pictures A and B? What needs to be done to maintain the situation in picture B? Question 5. How do you contribute to solid waste management? Question 6. Write down the basics of first aid. And this one is the last activity, activity number 15. Question first. Classify the following devices into input and output devices: printer, scanner, monitor, mouse, web camera, speaker, barcode scanner, touchpad, keyboard, digital pen, projector, microphone, etc. So classify this into input devices and output devices. Question 2. Which software is used to draw a graph based on the obtained numerical information? Question 3. Which information communication technologies will you use to share your knowledge with others? Which application softwares? Question 4. Which application softwares will you use for a presentation in training program? So these are about the questions. Write the answers of all these questions in your notebook.